Hey guys, Cody with Rattlesnake Ranch, right here. And it is finally fall in Arizona. The sun is finally calming down. The license plate colors are beginning to change. And we realized today's video is out on Halloween. So happy Halloween to those of you that celebrate it. We figured today's video should be about anything we could come up with that pertains to Halloween. So we're gonna show off some of our monsters, some of our bone and skull collections. Hope you guys enjoy watching.
Sheesh. That's a big shed.
All right, so we definitely got to talk about our monsters for this episode. So we've got two Heloderma here at the zoo. We've got a Rio Fuerte beaded lizard, which is Heloderma exasperatum. We've also got the classic Gila monster, which is native here to Arizona. They got perfect Halloween colors, orange and black. And these guys live in nice spacious exhibits. These are really cool, actually. They are completely L-shaped. So 6 feet that way and a couple extra feet that way. Gives them a lot of room. We keep these guys solo, and we're gonna feed them, we'll pull them out, let you guys watch them walk around. They're pretty cool animals. All right, quick disclaimer for any of you that don't like seeing animals eating other animals. We've got a dead rodent here. We're gonna feed this to this guy here. So just a heads up. So in nature, these guys are nest predators. They'll eat eggs, small developing young of mammals. And he is sniffing it. Chomp. All right, I'll go ahead and feed the Gila monster. He is getting a couple small quail chicks. See if I can get him to come to the front so you guys can see him. This is a pretty young one still. He's got a lot of growing to do. He should easily get as big as that Rio Fuerte beaded lizard you just saw. So this is Cheeto. Chomp.
So this is Frito. He's our Rio Fuerte beaded lizard. These guys come from Mexico. They're just essentially the Gila monster's Mexican cousin. These guys do grow quite a bit larger than the Gila monsters, and they're one of the few venomous lizards in the world. Thankfully, this guy's pretty well behaved. You can see all the climbing that he's doing. These guys are a little more arboreal than a Gila monster. Alright, so this is one of our few non-venomous snakes here at the zoo. This is an albino Sonoran gopher snake, and he is just one of the few that we'll bring out when we do tours or field trips and events for kids to be able to hold or pet a snake. And he's kind of got the Halloween theme a little bit in his colors, so I figured to show him off to you guys. Colubrids don't really sit still.
All right, our toad is feeling pretty festive for Halloween as well. Hey, cowboy. All right, as promised for today's video, we're going to show off some of the osteological specimens that we have here. So right behind me, here, let me flip this around. First up, we've got a X-ray of a Southern Pacific rattlesnake. This is really cool. And then these three skeletons are real. I actually purchased these. These weren't our snakes. But I do remember what these were. This is a prairie rattlesnake, so Crotalus viridis. This is a Mexican West Coast rattlesnake, so Crotalus basiliscus. And then we've got this big one, which is an eastern diamondback, Crotalus adamantius. All right, guys, here at the ranch, we've got this really cool art educational display cabinet as well. Got lots of stuff in here. We've got some old snakebite kits, which do not work, by the way. But we've got those on display, and we've got some really cool skulls in here. And so I'm just going to show those to you real quick. This one in particular is pretty amazing. Whoop. So these are cast replicas. These are made by a company called Bone Clones, and they make some really cool stuff. So these are museum quality. They are cast copies of a real skull. Look at the fangs on that thing. So yeah, this is from a gaboon viper, which I think has the largest fangs of any viper species. And I don't know if you can see from there, there's a lot more than just one pair of fangs. So a lot of people don't know that vipers shed their fangs regularly. We find them in the cages all the time when we clean the snake exhibits here at the zoo. Put that one back. Yeah, you can see the extra fangs on that specimen right next to it. Here, this might be easier. So we've got a king cobra skull replica right here. And then another iconic snake. This one is from a black mamba. So those are the ones made by Bone Clones. And then they also make this Gila monster skull. This is really cool too. You can feel the little osteoderms on there. You can see the teeth. So to make this a little more educational, so these are a venomous lizard, but unlike these guys, which have, you know, big venom glands back upper part of the jaw, these guys have venom glands in their lower jaw, and there's a very different delivery system. The venom is pushed up through grooves in the teeth, so through capillary action it just seeps into the wound that the teeth create. So pretty fascinating. This is something I'm really proud of here. This is a diaphanized pygmy rattlesnake that I did myself, first one I've ever done. Really pleased with how it turned out. This is a special preservation process involving a bunch of chemical baths, and it basically renders the tissue transparent, but the bones are stained the pink color and the cartilage is stained blue. So you can see those little balls of cartilage on the tip of each rib. Pretty neat. And then Bone Clones, as of right now, does not make any rattlesnake skull replicas, but I found these. Another company called Valley Anatomical makes these ones. So these are cast replicas as well of a western diamondback rattlesnake. We've also got some skulls in a lot of our exhibits too by Bone Clones that we use as decorations. Various desert species of critters that rattlesnakes could encounter in the wild. You know, coyote, bobcat, roadrunner, stuff like that. All right, that's what we have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you have an awesome holiday. Be safe out there. We'll catch you next week. For those of you who don't know, we post a new video every Friday at 5, and that's Arizona time. I'm gonna go ahead and close this out with a few shots from a past photo shoot we did for Halloween. So enjoy these festive, reptile-related Halloween photos. See you guys. You don't look so good.